Today is a pretty big day. It is actually our first project that we're closing on to flip in Utah, and also our first project as a husband-wife duo that we found together. Marcus found this project directly off the MLS. I'm gonna give you an inside look of what it looks like to buy a house, and then take you to the project, walk you through exactly what we're gonna do, and show you exactly how to flip a house step by step. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because you're not gonna wanna miss the in-depth vlogging of what it actually looks like to flip a house. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get into it. All right, so we made it to the signing office, and just want to tell you guys a little bit about how we got this deal on the MLS.
So it took me about 80 calls, 30 conversations, about 11 offers sent to finally get this one under contract.
Yeah, so as you can see, when it comes to finding investment deals, it does take a lot of volume. And I will say, like, even those numbers are pretty small. When it came to me, I made 100,000 dials those first 3 months, and I got 0 deals. Now, keep in mind, we were in Hawaii previously, and he was making a lot of calls. And so those numbers have nothing to do with this deal specifically. This just has to do with starting in a new market, starting in Utah, and having Marcus transfer his license over and make calls to find us deals on the MLS. So just a little bit about what that process looks like. Essentially, he calls these listing agents, asks some questions, tries to see if they're motivated to sell, if they might be willing to take a lower offer. From there, we go ahead and make that offer and pray that it's going to get accepted. And whether or not it gets accepted is in the hands of God. But this one specifically, we actually left to Grand Canyon. They rejected our offer originally, ended up going in escrow with an owner-occupied person who was willing to pay, I think they were paying $30,000 more than us. And when we came back from Grand Canyon, agent had called us back and said, hey, look, these owner-occupied guys are getting cold feet. Me personally, if I was going to buy that house, like to live in, I would never buy it just because of how much work it needed. And so I knew when the seller wanted to go shop new offers for owner-occupied for a higher offer, I already knew that they were going to come back. And lo and behold, they did. So here's our first property on our contract. We're going to go sign for it now. How you feeling?
Good.
After signing, I went to Chase Bank to wire the cash to close on this deal. The cash to close is essentially all of the money needed to close on the deal. Because I buy these properties with none of my own money, my hard money lender will pay for a majority of the costs, and then I need to come in and come with the down payment plus any closing costs it costs to sell this property. For this property specifically, I had to pay about $57,000. And I got all of this money from private money lenders that I met through my social media account. Whenever you go and wire money, you always want to double check the numbers on the wire to make sure that you're sending the right amount to the right person. And because I was able to raise all of this money from social media, I ended up buying this property with none of my own money. Welcome to our first flip in Utah County. We're super excited, and it's been a long journey to get here. I'm gonna get a little bit vulnerable with you guys today in this video. I'm gonna share with you the journey of what it took to get here, how I felt in those moments when I kept on having to back out of escrow on multiple deals, and then I'm gonna walk you through this project, show you exactly what we're planning to do to this house, a little bit about the neighborhood, and what we're projecting to make on this project. That's gonna be the end of this video, but make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification, because I'm gonna be taking you through this entire journey of this project. It's probably gonna take about 6 weeks for this one specifically, but I'm gonna take you through the whole journey of buying it, which is this video today, renovating it, and also selling it on the back end. Now, like I said, this real estate journey has been extremely difficult. And if you guys know and have been following me for quite some time, you guys know that I lost a lot of money last year. I mean, really over $300,000 cumulatively over multiple projects. And it's been really, really tough to just be able to continue to move on, knowing that there is that huge risk of losing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so when we moved here to Utah, it was extremely stressful. You can imagine moving across an entire ocean can be a lot. You know, you're packing all of your stuff, you're selling all of your stuff, you're saying bye to your community, and trying to work and move at the same time was extremely stressful. And so after I sold off my losses for my flips and then sold some properties that we ended up making a lot of money on to pay off those losses, my husband and I decided to take a complete break from real estate and just focus on the move so that we can just get there. I mean, it was extremely difficult, like I said. And so when we finally ended up here, we're starting in a new market, trying to find community, and it has been extremely difficult to say the least. I mean, so difficult to the point where like sometimes I felt like, were we actually supposed to come here? Were we actually supposed to make that move out to Utah and find deals out here, leave our community back home? And I mean, these last 2 weeks leading up to this project have been almost devastating, because when it comes to real estate, it does come with a lot of unknowns and taking a lot of action and just getting punched in the face, really. And we got to a point where we got, I think, 4 properties under contract that all ended up backing out of escrow and getting rejection after rejection to just get this one. And it became so difficult to the point where part of me was thinking that I needed to just quit and go get a real job. I mean, there was one day last week where I literally was just giving up, and I started creating my resume and started applying for some high ticket sales closers jobs so that I could just go get a high paying job that was sales, commission, fully commission, and then use that money to go buy rental properties. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing this flipping for active income, but long term, we do want to do more rental properties and actually building that wealth by keeping these properties. And I share with you guys this story because even someone like me who has been doing this for almost 5 years now can be in those lowest of lows. And I can also feel like I just want to give up sometimes, but I'm super grateful for the community I have around me when it comes to real estate, especially women's entrepreneur groups that I'm a part of, because they just tell me to keep on going and that this is what God has given me the skills for and that I needed to keep going. So all that to say is, after feeling at the lowest of lows, we ended up getting this deal past due diligence. I was feeling extremely low because our original bid for this project came in crazy over budget, but we finally worked with the contractor to see what we could actually do with this property to make it look nice, but also give a new owner some finishing touches to do, because this area itself is not a super luxury area, and that's why I really like this area in Utah County. So just a little bit about this area. It's nestled in between Utah Lake and the mountains. On top of that, you got access to Costco, Walmart, just a lot of big name retailers. So it's not like you're far away from things if you need it. We're standing in this property. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and it's 1,350 square feet. And essentially what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna walk you through the project, show you exactly what we're gonna do on this property and how much it's gonna cost, and also what we're expecting to make. So right now I'm standing in the living room area, and this is pretty much gonna stay as is. Obviously, you have these weird like wood paneling on here, just a typical 1900s home, but we'll take that all out. We'll put in new flooring, new paint. The weirdest thing about this house is the funky layout. And that's really where a lot of the value that we're gonna bring to the table is in. So one thing I noticed when I first came to this house was that you have to walk through bedrooms to get to bedrooms to get to bedrooms. And the weirdest thing was this like weird wall right here. So if you come follow me here, and you'll see here, I just bang into this wall, and there's this like super thin hallway right here. If I was one big brada, I would not be able to fit in this. And not to say I'm skinny or anything, but like a big Hawaiian brada would not be able to fit in here. So you can see like how weird this thing is. And even as you come this way, it just goes into this next bedroom, which is just like super weird. So as you can see, this layout is super funky. And so I'm gonna show you what we plan on doing with this layout. Essentially starting here, this is the master bedroom. This whole wall is gonna get knocked down. We're just gonna karate chop that thing in. But as you walk through this way, essentially this whole room will be one large room. And that area that I just came out of in that bathroom, we're gonna close that off. So it's not even gonna be accessible to this bedroom here. It's just gonna be a large master bedroom with a walk-in closet. And we'll be able to have a huge room. So this is the master bedroom. And then going into, I'm gonna take my down to the old town road. I'm gonna ride to a kid. This is what I knocked down, sorry. Okay, anyway. Okay, walking into here, this is essentially the laundry area. So we're gonna have a laundry here. This is that bathroom that we were just in previously, and you can see like literally I'm walking from room to room to get into here. We're gonna close this wall off, and we're just gonna make a extremely large bathroom right here and essentially turn a lot of this stuff around. So this tub here is currently facing this way, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna back it up into that hallway where I was like super couldn't fit when Big Brada couldn't fit. We're gonna move that tub going this way. And that way we can have a door right here to enter from this random room that we were just in. So let's go back this way. This is gonna be one bedroom. So there's currently like an exterior there, but it's literally blocked off by bricks, so you can't actually exit there. We'll remove that door and then just put a wall there. But you can see the bathroom right there. We're gonna have this as one room. And then coming into this area, this is essentially just gonna be like a den area, because right here behind me is that shower that I was talking about. And if we turn the tub going this way, then we'll be able to have a door right here. That way both rooms are gonna be able to access this bath. And right now, in order to get to that back room that I was just in, you have to walk through this other bedroom here. Like you can just see it's a bedroom coming from this living room area. And so what we're gonna do here is we'll create some kind of hallway here, and the door will be like right here, so that this person can have that bedroom to themselves and have the privacy of that. We'll have this hallway going here. And this hallway is essentially just gonna lead to this den here, while the bathroom door will literally be like right here. So that took us like an extremely long time to figure out, and a lot of thinking and processing, because a lot of these walls are concrete, and that would be like extremely difficult to knock those walls down, versus these other walls are literally just like not even drywall. It's just like I don't know what they used to use back in the day, but it's easy to knock down and it doesn't hold much load or any at all. And that should be an easy fix. Now, obviously, besides the layout, we're also gonna renovate all of the bathrooms, pretty much put tile throughout the whole bathroom, black fixtures, new vanities, new fixtures. And then the kitchen itself, the cabinets are in pretty good shape because this isn't a super luxury area. And I've seen people reuse these brown cabinets and just put like super nice finishes throughout the whole way to make it look more luxury. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of these countertops. We'll put black fixtures. So we'll keep the knobs on the top, and then we'll put square handles here. That way that looks more modern. White countertop, open shelving over here, and new appliances, and should be good to go. We're on the exterior of the house, and there's only a little bit of minor things that we need to do to this property. First things first, you see this trash thing behind me? It was gonna cost more to fix it up than it was gonna be just to take it down and just take the hit on the after repair value. So we're actually gonna knock that whole thing down. It's almost about to fall down anyway, but the good thing is that the old owner already repaved this entire driveway, while on top of that, mowed a lot of the lawn. The biggest ticket item that we're gonna have to do is the roof. And the roof is currently this wood material, so we're gonna have to redeck, reshingle this entire thing. Now, the last thing that we're gonna do on the exterior is right around the corner over here. this tree. She's a big boy, but she's definitely gonna need a little bit of a trimming. She's already going into the neighbors, going almost to the roof. So we're gonna trim this guy and obviously paint the exterior as well. A little bit of overview on that whole project. It's gonna cost us $60,000 for this entire renovation. On top of that, timeline should be about 4 to 6 weeks. Pro tip, if you want your contractor to finish earlier, offer them some money. And this is how you calculate it. Essentially, when you buy properties with none of your own money, you typically have to pay a cost per day. So for this project itself, it costs $100 a day to hold this property. So instead of me paying my private money lender, I'm offering my contractor an incentive to finish early, and every day they're early before that 4 weeks, I pay them $100 a day. So that's a good incentive to give them. And then we should be listing this in about May time for about $425,000. So the numbers on this one, we bought for $295,000. We're putting $60K into this, and then we should be selling it for $430,000, which if we finish in about 100 days and sell this project, then we should make about $35,000, $37,000. If you guys like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me get this video out to more people. And follow along for the journey. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you guys back throughout the project to see the progress from this bare bones. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video. Shoot!